To celebrate Mario Day this year, I am going to be reviewing almost every Mario action figure ever made. So the first figure of Mario is the one from the Mario movie. However, I do not own that. But the first official canon Mario action figure is this one, made by Toy Biz back in 1999. If the camera will focus, because I have stuff in my background. So he was from the Mario Kart 64 action figure line, and he came with a cart and an item, which if you haven't seen my review on him, you should definitely watch it. And he has a rotating head, universal shoulder joints, and rotating wrists. He can also rotate at the hip area. He does not have any feet articulation, but it doesn't really matter. Getting him today loose would probably be around $20 to $30, and getting this guy mint would probably be around like $60 to $100. So here is our second Mario. He is the second Mario action figure to be based on the N64 era artwork of him, with the first one being the Mario Kart one. But this one was not really released at retail. It was actually released on Wendy's Kids Meal Toys. Yes, this is a Wendy's Kids Meal toy. Didn't I say it came out in 2002? Maybe. I don't remember. Anyways, he doesn't have a lot of articulation compared to the Mario Kart one, because, you know, it is a Kids Meal toy. But he has a decent amount of articulation. His head rotates, his shoulders rotate, and his hips rotate. But the way they sculpted the hips, you know, he gets like in this awkward looking pose, but he definitely looks fine, you know, standing. And you could tell that the hands have like some pre-pose, so, you know, you can get him to more than just, you know, one pose. He's definitely a good homage to the Star Wars action figures from Kenner. And even though he's not the best representation of the N64 era Mario, he is a pretty unique looking one, and definitely reminds me of the N64 era Mario artwork. So here is the first ever Mario figure made during the dark times. The dark times where, you know, Mario action figures practically did not exist after those two. It was all just PVCs, and that's just it. I don't really know why that was the case. Maybe Nintendo Japan was a little strict when it comes to how the characters look in figure form. So all we just had was this 5-inch Mario figure from Bam Presto. Not so sure what year, an official year it came out in, because I have the Popco release, and its copyright date says 2009. Unlike the large figure and the later Bam Presto Mario figure, who would have a rotating head, this one does not move at the head at all. He could only move at the shoulders, and they're all just on swivels. And he doesn't even have articulation in the hips, because I don't know. But it's a pretty good figure for its time. This is definitely the first Mario figure I ever own, and you can see it is very used and damaged. And I'm probably going to keep this guy because he's just the first, and I can just always get a new one anytime. Though I highly doubt that, because I'm collecting World Nintendo. He definitely reminds me of the Mario artwork from the GameCube games, like the artwork from like the GameCube era, just because of, like, you know, like his plasticky look the modern Mario had at the time. So yeah, he's not my favorite, but he's alright. Too bad he's constantly bootlegged. So here's the first ever posable Mario action figure we gotten since the Mario figure from Wendy's. And it is a good comeback to the fully posable Mario figures, as they added more articulation than just the head, shoulders, and hips. He does not have a waist, unfortunately, but I don't think they really needed a waist in the first place, so yeah. So this is the SH Figuarts Mario, released by Bandai in 2014. And he came in the Mario set that had a shiny coin, a mushroom, a question mark block, and a clear stand for the coin. Getting him today would cost around $20 to $30, a pretty good price compared to what SH Figuarts is, normally cost. Like, they usually cost around like $50 to $60, and this Mario is pretty cheap, especially since even though Bandai is not doing anything with the SH Figuarts Mario line, since like the Bowser set, they do still have the Mario license, so I guess this shows that, they have it because they re-released it. Articulation in general. He has a ball-jointed head. Universal shoulder joints, but they're very limited because of how they, sculpted the shoulders. I kind of prefer the shoulders on the World Nintendo one a lot more. Hinges in the elbows, obviously, and the rotation in the waist. The hands are removable, and so is the head, but everything else is not removable. He has I'm not so sure how would you call it, like the hip joints, what hip joint you would call this, like a cone, I'm not so sure. He has hinges in the knees and ball joints in the feet. So yeah, he's definitely a very posable Mario action figure, and he's pretty good for what he at the time. And here is the recent version of Mario, the World of Nintendo Mario from Wave 1, released in 2014, so same year as the Figuarts Mario. He has the mushroom accessory, and he was also recently re-released in a 3-pack with Peach and Luigi 2.0. Of course, when I mean 2.0, I mean that they made more versions of this Mario. Of course, this is the Wave 1 Mario with the closed fists and open mouth, and then 2.0 came out in Wave 9 where he had open hands and a closed mouth. And Mario 3.0 came in a playset with Bowser, well, a diorama set with Bowser and a 2.5-inch bomb. And basically he has the open mouth like this one, but he has the open hands from the 2.0 one. And then there's Mario 4.0, which came out in the current wave, Wave 14, and he has closed fists and a closed mouth. But this one is, the one I have is from the Mushroom Kingdom 3-pack with Peach and Luigi, and he has the open mouth and closed fists like the original one has. So getting him today, it would cost you around like $10 to $20. Like, World Nintendo figures are constantly scalped. I don't know why. I guess they're just so desired for some reason. I am not so sure. But if you could find this figure in like the 3-pack or like any of like the re-releases, or for relatively cheap, I definitely recommend getting this version. He could be just the best version of the World Nintendo Mario in general. If you're going to be getting any Mario action figure, I definitely recommend getting the SH Figuarts Mario set. He's pretty inexpensive compared to most SH Figuarts figures. Though if you just want a more affordable Mario figure, the best one is definitely the World of Nintendo Mario. If only if he can stand right now, because I'm trying to make him stand. Okay, maybe that would work. And my favorite Mario action figure ever is this Mario figure from 2002 released. He is my favorite Mario action figure ever. And don't judge me because I just like the N64 era Mario. That is it for this video. Thank you for watching.